An equator is a straight
Oh,
line.
Scott.
In spherical geometry, that's true. Look up the definition.
No, straight lines do not curve.
In spherical
They are not
geometry, a straight line is one that will curve. As long as it curves in a straight way. Along a sphere. That's correct.
Greetings and salutations. Topic for today: straight lines can curve, but there's a caveat. As long as they curve in a straight way. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. I think Betty Van Velsen is in Discord. In fact, I know she is because I just got done talking to her and almost missed a show in our discussion. The beautiful Betty Van Velsen. How's it going, Betty?
Yeah, great. Thanks. I didn't know that straight lines could curve. It's very poetic of you.
As long as they curve in a straight way.
I mean, that's very woke of you, right? Being so straight.
Yes. Oh, you didn't hear the stream?
The string?
The stream, I had M. Scott Veach explain how straight lines can curve, but only in a straight way.
He said that?
Yeah. Yes, that's why I made it the topic.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, you guys can't hear that in Discord. That's a bug that I haven't solved yet.
What bug?
It's a bug that the sound doesn't go into Discord. It's just...
we need to get onto that because that's annoying. You know what the thing is that it delays. Yeah. If I have to watch or listen to the watch page and then be in Discord, it's aggravating.
Yes.
So we need to get that sorted out. Why can, for example, Nathan do it and you can't? It's weird.
Yeah, he's on a different
continent.
Yeah.
Smarter continent, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if I move to another continent, maybe.
Yep. You're welcome.
He uses that streaming software because my audio, I can play my audio on his stream. I can't. Yeah, I did it the other day on Friday. We went over and I was playing stuff, and everyone could hear it, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it has to do with something you do.
No, it has to do with the I guess the streaming software. I don't want to say the streaming software. It's not OBS. It's
your computer.
It's this YouTube Studio.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's something up with it. I gotta figure it out.
Well, yeah, it takes you long enough, huh?
Yeah. Wow, we got a boatload of people in here. I just folded up. Oh God, I thought it was just you and me.
I think I have Righteous Force to blame for that.
Really?
I think that I saw these buttload of people in the chill lounge or in the after show on Discord, and I think he moved them all in.
Go ahead, Righteous.
I was gonna say I was starting to eat, and I was figuring you could entertain everybody for a chance, you know?
Yeah. Oh, for a while, not a chance.
Sure. All right, thank you, Kiwi.
You're banking on me entertaining people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Can you cope with that?
Right now, no.
No. Oh yay. Are you scared?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. So a lot of people in your backyard now.
Yeah, I went ahead and hit setup, because that pulls Discord up in OBS, and boom, because it was just me and you, right? And all these people are packed in on the side over there.
Yeah, and we also got Adam here. So let's see if you're having tea already.
Yeah.
Adam.
Evening. No, I'm waiting for it to arrive in a minute. I got bao buns.
Bao buns.
Yeah,
Baboons? Are you eating baboons now?
I got baboons. Yeah, bao buns. Korean chicken bao buns.
Is that chicken?
It's little bits of chicken in a nice spicy Korean sauce, and then wrapped in like a bit of dough, and then steamed.
Oh, it sounds nice.
Are they
What kind of wine goes with it?
The wine that's going with it is prosecco.
Ah, nice and bubbly.
Yeah, because I've got a cold still, so the bubbles,
Oh,
medicinal bubbles.
There was here just on the news that there are more people lying sick in the hospitals because of the corona virus.
Most people in hospitals laying there are sick.
Yeah, so they try to ramp it up a bit, keep us occupied with that. Right.
All right.
Well, on to the next. Do you have any content for this show?
You already that is so like you. Chat, 'cause I gave her a status update right before we went live and told her a couple little things. I didn't come out directly say anything, but she surmised from what I said that I'm contentless today.
Yeah.
Why do I need content when I got all these beautiful people in here to give me content?
Yeah, maybe someone else wants to take the lead for change, huh?
My show.
Yeah, but if you don't have the content at this moment,
I've got content at my fingertips.
yeah, like a keyboard warrior, you mean?
I just choose not to engage those fingertips just yet.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, you were telling us, telling me before the show a little bit about your bow shooting things, and that things weren't so good. Looking that good.
Nah, it's not up to standard. My standard, where I keep myself. I don't compare myself to anyone else. I'm running into it's just the little things. My release arrows. I'm gonna have to do some work on the arrows.
Start with the D-loop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot the D loop. Yeah, I put a new D loop on my bow the other day, and when I cinched it down just a little bit too big. Then I went out to shoot with some buddies yesterday, and it was almost wrapped around my friggin' head. So if you don't have a good consistent anchor point, then your shot consistency will be off. And I was just not it was just not comfortable for me. And of course, it all started off. So I'm on the range. There's 4 of us, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes to shoot at. So we're about 20 feet away from each other, and everyone's playing grab ass, talking shit, and doing their own little thing. And I said, I'll go ahead and shoot. So I put a little target up on the bigger target downrange, and it's a piece of really soft cardboard with a 1-inch line of blue tape. So I went down to the 40-yard mark. In fact, I set up all the targets on all the target faces for each of the rangers, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So I did that for all those guys. It's no big deal. But for me, I wanted to check my windage because I was screwing around with my bow. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. So I wanted to check the windage. So I put a vertical line down there at 40 yards. And I said, okay, let's see where we're at. And I shot, and I heard a ting. That's not a good sound. Not the bow, the target. The arrow hit the target, but the target has metal around it, so it hit the bottom of the target and crushed my frigging arrow. And I'm trying to conserve arrows because of Total Archery Challenge coming up. So, and I said, you got to be kidding me. So what I didn't do, guess what I didn't do?
Guess what you didn't do?
Yeah.
Take care.
Why
Of your
did
scope.
why did the arrow hit the bottom of the target at 40 yards?
Your scope was not calibrated.
You got that correct. I forgot to change. My scope was on 20 and I shot 40 and it hit right at the bottom, right where the meadow is. I said,
And you were doing something weird with your D-loop, right?
yeah, nah, not at that particular time. I didn't notice it just yet. That sent me, I almost hammer through the bow.
Hmm.
You know, when you spin
Same
around because
schoolboy error, QE.
Say again?
I say that's the same schoolboy error you keep making. That's the same one time and again.
I do. I make it. Yeah, because I wasn't in my element. I wasn't shooting at 3D targets. I was just shooting at a big target. And I didn't range it. See, that's the key, right? As soon as I go to my rangefinder and I've ranged a target, my key is as soon as I let go of that rangefinder, I go right to my sight tape. But in this case, I already knew it's 40. I'm on the 40-yard lane, so I didn't grab. You see what I'm saying? I'm like Pavlov's dog or something, but I didn't have no Pavlovian key. I'm trying to make excuses. I'm just trying to make excuses. But
Yeah, more for the book, right?
Say again?
More
More
for the book.
practice.
Say
More
again?
practice at the weekend instead of ballbusters. No ballbusters this weekend.
I didn't say that.
Not for me.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
you-
off? Yeah, but I gotta shoot the next Saturday.
I can't do it this week. I'm off to Italy. It's my wedding anniversary. So
Oh God.
nice. Well, they have Wi-Fi in Italy.
yeah, but not in the restaurant. Even if they did.
Well, that would be a good time when QE will say, "Get stuffed, Adam."
Well, that's exactly what I'll be doing, getting stuffed, but not alive on air.
Too funny. Okay, nice. Yeah.
All right, back to my issues.
D-loop issues.
Yeah, I gotta cut that thing off tomorrow and put another D loop in that center.
You know what I find funny? We were the other day. When was it? I think last week. Somewhere, someday. We were just watching a video about how to attach a D-loop to a bow, and that it could be too long.
Yeah, we were watching knocking. It was specifically knocking points.
Yeah, but then afterwards we saw that the guy had a D-loop made, which was really like long. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's
Isn't the
okay.
D-loop anymore?
It's okay if he or she took their draw length into account, right? As soon as you find that right D loop length,
I didn't say that then.
no, it's fine. You can have a long. Some people have real long D loops. It just depends on your draw length. Mine, I have to make sure that that D loop is at a certain length. I didn't, I was in a hurry. They were closing up the shop. I said, oh, damn, I forgot to tighten it down. Because I did shoot with it, but it wasn't secured down all the way. So I went over there in a hurry and squeezed those pliers. And once you do it, that's done. There's no takebacks.
But eventually it would get stretched by the many draws you make.
Nah, it won't stretch. No, not mine. No, it's too stiff a material. It won't stretch out like that. No way.
You don't use the pliers?
I do, but I can't be aggressive with them.
And that's something for you.
Yeah, because you got to put the pliers in there, and then they're like reverse pliers.
I think you need a sort of a dummy bow so that you can hammer it. If you need to.
Yeah, right. Then after this show, I got to fletch about 30 arrows. So I'm getting prepared. It's slowly coming. We're at March 7th already. So 29th, I'm out of here. Right? Total archery challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day that I had dogs and I was training the dogs, and my first dog I trained, and she was within a couple of weeks of the training program.
Mm-hmm.
She could do stuff that other dogs couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And she would sit down and stay at her place, and I could walk away and stand a bit aside. And she would go to her own place. If you would put the leash in a certain place, you walk away from it and you send her to the leash, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she could do that all great, right? And then after a couple of, maybe it was a 3-month course, I think, she was so bored by doing all these things that she could do like in her sleep. That when I had to do a sort of an exam, she was saying like, "Heck with this."
Yeah.
She wasn't going to sit down. She wasn't going to go back to the leash and all that sort of stuff. And the next dog I got was well, maybe a year and a half later. I knew that these guys would learn so fast, and I thought, well, I'm not going to do anything in the whole period of time. I would just train the last, well, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe max, and he would do so well, right? Everything would be going well. So I've learned that sometimes when you prepare in an early stage and you think that everything is correct, everything can go down real bad, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can
Exactly.
better have it all done in the end, and still know that you will do it then, that you are up to date then, instead of having a great form in the beginning and being out of form in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's why I love it.
Yeah, it's not something that you really have under control all the time
Exactly.
evermore, right? It's something that, yeah, you have to cherish when you do and have to hate when you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's dependent on so many little things. And if one thing is off, it's not going to end well. And that's each shot is like that. Each one, where your feet are, your balance. I was playing, I couldn't get that stupid bubble to level out on me yesterday. Like 3 targets. I thought I squared it away on the draw. So when I come down, when I draw the bow and come down, get ready to aim, the bubble's right in the middle. Nope. The first 3 targets yesterday that we do a little course. It's not a 3D course. It's a 2D course with pictures of animals, and they're grayed out. I don't want to get into that. But anyway, first couple I drove back. So in the first 5 seconds, I'm playing with my bubble, trying to get it to level out.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, trying to get it to level out. So, but that's precious time that I can be doing aiming or release technique that I have to wait there. And one time I kind of tilted the bow a little bit the wrong way, and it buried it even further. So I wasted about 8 seconds. And I was so disgusted. I'm sitting there, what is going on? Because I had worked on that the other day to where it would come down and sit right in the middle. What I was doing, I was being lazy, because what you should do to have that, the way I was doing it when I was training, was I would come back and preload the back wall. That means put extra pressure on the back wall, and the bubble would always just boop, level. Guess what? I was just being lazy until I caught on to it. And then I said, yeah, there's the problem right there. So fix that problem, and then the D loop sprung up. I'm trying to shoot this one target. I'm putting my anchor point back behind my jawbone, but it's going further back. I'm sitting there, wait a second. This is all uncomfortable, right? So it's just it's just the little things, right? I don't know. Like I said, I only been shooting just about a year. And there's people that, I'm shooting with that they're over 20 years of shooting. but it's good. I'm not making an excuse. It's good because I'm not that far away from that level. So that's a good thing. But there's going to be growing pains, and I'm going through some right now. I got to get most of it squared away before March friggin' 30th. Because if I don't, total archery, it's not going to go well for me. Let's put it to you that way.
Say in the chat, Divergent Droid says that your dream bow is a Hoyt RX7 Ultra. Is that still?
No, I told him to scrap that. No, in fact, I went up and shot the RX7 Ultra. It's a beautiful bow. It's a carbon bow, very expensive, but the speed of the Ultra, it just didn't cut the mustard. Great bow, but it's not fast enough. Yeah,
But you're not a hunter, so you don't need the speed.
Say again?
You're not a hunter. You don't need the speed.
I do need the speed for my sight tape to be long enough to reach out and touch somebody at a long distance.
Right.
Yeah. So I need now. I'm not a
So is
speed.
there another replacement of a special bow that you do like?
There's not another replacement. I have to work on me first. There's nothing wrong with the bow.
Not the Omnia.
Yeah, I do like the Omnia. I've got a weathered eye out there.
That's not a Hoyt, is it?
No, it's a elite.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you know what? I've been going hot and heavy for the past 4 weeks, working out, training, getting little injuries because I'm getting old. And I've been going like all in. I'm going to take a few days off. I'm going to step away. I find, I don't know about you guys out there, if you ever had, I've found this throughout my life, that if I really go strong with something, trying to square it away and trying to get proficient, if I step away for a little while and then come back to it, I'm much better. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced anything like that.
I thought it's supposed to be the opposite.
Nope.
The less you exercise something, the more you got to get in shape for it again.
No, I'm not talking about shape. I'm talking about proficiency. I'm in good enough shape with the bow.
Well, yeah, even proficiency at like teaching or something like that, right?
No, I just found that I've always been that way. With everything, every new thing. Skiing was another one, but I was forced to step away from that for a little while because there was no snow-covered mountains where I was living. There was always a break in, like 3-4 months, and then over the summer, follow, and then I come back to it, and I'm much more proficient at it. It's not only with skiing, but it's been the story of my life with everything I've ever done. So maybe that's just a personal thing.
Except bench pressing, right?
No, it's good. No, that's good too, because sometimes you get too crazy and overweight train. I've done that too. And you don't give your muscles enough time to recover. So you keep tearing down, and you get weaker.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, well, you can't do this routine. Train for like 3 months and then take a 3-month break from weight training. That ain't going to work.
Right.
Well,
your arms will start feeling like spaghetti under the bench press.
Yeah, exactly. In that particular case, it wouldn't apply. That's not a proficiency either. That's a strength thing. I'm talking about being technically and tactically proficient.
Okay.
Skiing was another one. See, this is John's show. My wife took me skiing. Never skied in my life. Shocking that I grew up in the north and didn't go skiing, but whatever. But we were poor. That was probably a big reason. We stuck to sled riding. But anyway, my wife, my first trip to skiing was Steamboat Springs in Colorado. We took a vacation. Most unbelievable vacation I've ever been on. And it's the first time I'm on skis. So you know it's going to happen. So my wife was giving me, not lessons, but just telling me, certain things, especially the ski lifts, how to get on, how to get off, those types of things. And then we go up to the ski lift the first time, got on, no problem. Love the ski lifts, by the way. Steamboat is absolutely beautiful in the wintertime. And so we're headed up, and we're about to, what happened when I got off. Yeah, I got off the seat okay, but I took her with and me into the fence. The poles flying. I was
still
laughing.
married?
Say again?
And she still married you? Unbelievable.
Heck yeah. Then I started, on the bunny slopes with the little kids. little they call them greens, right? The color green is real, and mine was the real light slope, not hardly any grade. Somebody had to push you to go down the hill. Yeah, and little kids flinging right by you at 10, 15 miles an hour.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the old geezer doing here on the ground?
Exactly, right? So it's a humbling experience, right? But that never affected me all that much, even though I tried to trip a couple of them. But
Oh, that sounds very Mr. Grinch to me.
Yeah. So that was just an unbelievable vacation. By the third day, now I was really sore, but I started getting it a little bit. Then we took like 6 months off and then where did we go? We went back to Colorado. I remember the hill. It was Mary Jane. That was if somebody knows what I'm talking about. So that's not the ski resort's name, though. Hold on a second. So, Mary Jane. Oh, there's my wife. Hey, Susan, what's the resort with Mary? Winter Park.
The what?
Winter Park,
Oh.
Colorado.
Luna Park, I thought. But
That Winter Park, Colorado. That was cool too.
I wanted to call you a lunatic.
Yeah. So got a little better, right? Started skiing more of the now I'm still on the greens, but there's certain greens that are more difficult than others. So got a little better. I think we spent 4 days there. Then a hiatus. I love skiing, by the way. As soon as I crashed into the fence, I had to master this. And so got a little better. And then I got stationed out in California. So, and that was near Mammoth Mountain, who just got 10 feet of snow the other day. In fact, I'm still getting snow updates by those guys. They send me email updates, snow updates. They got 10 feet of snow the other day. I can remember being there and looking at the snow. You walk outside the hotel, or where you're staying, the hotel, right in downtown Mammoth. There would be frigging snow, and these aren't plows piling up the snow. It would be piled up like 25 feet high. That's how much snow these guys. It's outrageous. I love snow, by the way, so that fit me fine. So the first one we went up to, Mammoth Mountain, I did my first blue. The second day we were there. Now, it was a light blue, but once I accomplished that light, it was no stopping me. And then, now, I wasn't all that great. I wasn't turning real well. I said, what the heck? And I had no instruction, just like archery, no official instruction. I'm learning this, on the fly, like most people do that can't afford that stuff. But I'm sitting there, what the heck? I'm not turning that well. I don't feel secure, right? When we turned our equipment in. And when we turned the equipment in, there was a little booklet. It was a ski booklet. It wasn't that big, but it was thick. A little white, benign looking thing. And it said ski instructions. So I asked the gentleman right there, I said, can I have that? And he said, yeah. So I took it back. Didn't get to read it until we got back to base. And then I started reading through it, and I got to the turns part. And it was just a tiny little detail that I was missing, right? I said, so I started practicing. Of course, you can't practice without snow. I was doing it on sand. So I started practicing that. I said, I couldn't wait to get back up there, right? But it was summertime and or springtime coming up, and even though they get some snow, I couldn't get away. So the next time I got up, boy, this is a long story. I'm going a lot here. So I got back, when we got back up there, I think my wife was pregnant at the time. It's not important detail. So I went up with a buddy, Army buddy of mine, and we went up. He was the company commander, by the way. And he didn't ski. He was a snowboarder. So we did a couple courses together, and I'm putting into practice this little turn thing, right, on some greens. It just, everything came together, right? I got it, right? So I said, the heck with the greens, man. Give me the toughest blue, right? So I started doing blues during the 3 days that we stayed there. By the end of those 3 days, I was doing the toughest blues, right? Not a problem. Now, I did make a mistake and go on the mogul course. We already talked about that one time, right? That was a big mistake. Is anyone still out there, by the way?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I did make a mistake and went on a mogul course, but I quickly detached my skis and walked off that sucker. I wasn't having anything to do with that. I'm just, learning to, just a straight downhill, slaloms and stuff. Heck with that. And by the way, I had my wife's knee injury. She had to have surgery because she did moguls and it didn't turn out well for her. So when I got on there, I tried to do a couple. I said, okay, that's it. Take the skis off, walk off. Just swallow your pride, get the heck out of there. But I did all the blues, right? So the King Topper, the toughest courses in ski resorts are the black diamonds. And they'll be marked, right? You'll know when you see a black diamond. Sometimes they'll have double and triple black diamonds, but black diamond, that's the highest of the high. And in Mammoth, they have some killer black diamonds. I noted them. I knew where they were, and I seen the slope. And it was pretty high degree, right? So I said, when I get back there, right, I'm going for it. My first one didn't turn out too well. I did some tough blues when we got back there. I did some tough blues, and then I went to my first black one, my first black diamond. The problem I had was starting out. If I could get started, then I can incorporate my turns, and I was in good shape. But it was starting out that was always the biggest problem for me. So I crashed and burned a couple times going, just starting out, poof, head first. But it was a blast. But in the end, I think we stayed 4 days. At the end, I had mastered my first black diamond. So that's the story. How about that?
Well, I want the real diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that shine, not the black ones.
Yeah. And then, you know what happened after that?
Your wife got pregnant.
No, I lost interest in it because I mastered it.
Well, like you sort of seem to have that same issue with the flat Earth scenery.
No, I don't. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, you tend to be more occupied with shooting arrows than your shows and getting lost.
Yeah, don't try to psychoanalyze that shit.
I don't psychoanalyze anything. I just know you by the back of my head.
Yeah, like the back of your book.
Yeah, I know you. You have these OCD how do you say, phases, right? Then you're all into this and all into that and all into that, and then the things that you were into are winding down.
Yeah, right. So back to archery. There is no master. There. Yeah, let's get by that. Now she's rumpusing me.
Yeah, I do that on purpose because you just proved my point.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If that helps you sleep at night, darling.
I have a really great sleep.
Yeah, I bet you do.
You're not in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope not.
Exactly.
Okay.
Unless it's a nightmare.
Yeah. So, but archery, there's no mastering. Just not. It's just not going to happen. So that's a good thing. And I think that's why I love it so much, because there's so much paying attention to detail that it's, I still, you know what? Yesterday I started to lose a little fun in it. I noticed that, especially when I started off so poorly and I hit the damn target and broke my arrow. It just pissed me off. But, and about half when we did the 20-shot course, and I was like, la-di-da, just lollygagging. Right? And I said, you know what? This used to be I've lost the fun in this. So during the last 5 targets, I gained that back. I treated it a little lighter. I'll tell you what, there's another aspect. It's a mental game. And it not only do the people that you're shooting with, I don't compete actually with the people I'm shooting with because, like I said, they have so many more years of experience. I'm not into that anyway. To the grade school thing like that. They try to make a competition. I could really care less. I'm in competition with myself. Like I scored, like the competition, the last competition, I scored better than the first time I shot. So we shot 40 targets. I think I got total score was 295. This time, the last course I did was 336. So I did much, much better on the scorecard, but I didn't shoot well. See what I'm saying? So there's a big difference. Now, I'd like to keep incrementally getting better, but still, right? I know when shit. You know what I'm saying? When I know. So that's pretty important. And I can't stop losing the fun in it. That mysterious flight of the arrow I'm still hooked on it. Maybe I ought to get my mental game in check because that's a definite player. You guys sleeping yet?
Yep, tuning into another channel right now.
All right, what else is going on out there? I don't want this show to be entirely.
Well, you only got 5,000 subscribers.
Yes, we're getting close to 5,000.
Yeah. So what do you do when you reach the 5,000 of members?
What should I do?
I think you need to record a dance at Little Jig or something.
I need to dance it.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
suggest
think
a
so.
song. Hey,
What? Adam?
I was going to suggest a new song in a while.
Yeah, but dancing the jig. It's good.
If you want to throw some shapes, feel free. But
That's not dancing a jig, though, Betty.
I want you to dance a jig.
You want me to dance? You want me to tape me dancing a jig and then put it up on my
I
channel?
saw Bruce Willis do it, so I want to see you do it.
I don't think so.
Well, if you can freaking ski, shoot arrows, push weights, and all that sort of stuff, fish for the best, and that sort of stuff, right? Then dancing the jig should be
Walk in
easy.
the park.
Like a walk in the park, yeah.
You guys want me to? Do you guys want me to tape some of that total archery challenge?
Of course.
I gotta shoot at that dang caribou for the truck.
Yep.
Not looking too good right now. Even though I shoot better. Now, granted, these are closer targets. Sometimes I have a more difficult time with the closer targets than I do with distance. For some strange reason, I haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe I concentrate more on the further ones. Well, let's put that one up. Where'd that one go? Let's throw that up there. I think I got a picture of that. I've been studying it because it's going to be 111 yards away. And each arrow costs $15. And you get to shoot for the truck. But you have to hit the caribou inside out the 12 ring. Let me show you this thing. Where'd you go? All right, let's take a look at this. I think I posted this before.
Sponsor your arrows from here.
Say again?
Sponsor your arrows that you're going to shoot at the caribou.
Sponsor my arrows? What does that mean?
Yeah, they make Superchat from $15, and they have an arrow on their name.
Yeah, what's up with the Super Chats, man? You guys you've been lacking in Super Chats lately. Maybe because of that lack of content. But yeah, those arrows are expensive, by the way. But
Too funny.
all right, there's the caribou. Now, this is up close. This is going to be 111 yards away. It's going to be way over there across the water. It's going to be set way over there. No red dot, right? No, that's out of there. It's just the color of the caribou. But what I'm trying to do is tactically figure out, because you can't see these rings. Where can I shoot? You need a reference. That's another thing I've been learning, is reference points with these targets. Because I haven't been doing that, and it's very important skill. So we're trying to figure out, Betty and I were going through this, trying to figure out the best way to come up with, where is this thing? And it depends on the lighting. If the sun's shining on the target, then there is a crease that comes down right here, down to the corner of its leg, right here. And you can see the crease. But I've looked at this target on different courses. When the sun wasn't shining on it, you ain't seeing that crease. It's just gray. So I'm going to try to pick a sunny day with the sun. I'm going to find out where it is, first of all, and then find out the time where the sun's shining on that monkey. And low winds, because 111 yards, that's a poke. I mean, there's a little bit of luck in this, and you have to get the arrow inside out. That is, you can't touch that 12 line. It can't be a liner. It's got to be in what they call inside out. You got to pinwheel it. So $15 an arrow. Now, if you shoot it in there, they have spotting scopes and stuff, and then you go down to get your arrows, and then you have a judge right there that adjudicates any issues. And then you get at all the total archery challenges have the same target at 111 yards, and everyone that hits that gets a little raffle ticket, and they put it in a. It's more like a raffle. They do some novelty things with it to pick the winner, but that's besides the point. So I'm trying to look for good reference points. Friggin' Betty had me up here trying to figure out, up from its ears, from its tail, from the antlers.
Let's sell some super chats now.
Really?
Yeah. Dave Scott says, Arrow sponsorship. Get that truck.
Yeah, get that. Oh, I forgot to take a picture of the truck.
And Tony Whitcomb says, just imagine an archery competition and someone accounts for Coriolis and hits the bullseye.
Yeah, I should ask people, have you just to mind screw them, have you accounted for the spin of the earth in your ballistics on your arrow, sir?
It would be a great conversation, yeah. And a great fight after.
Yeah. Why didn't I take a picture of that truck, Betty?
I have no idea. Maybe you can go to the website of it.
Maybe I could do that. Hold on one second.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised I
thank
didn't.
you guys for sort of, yeah. It's sort of 2 arrows, I suppose.
I got enough super chats for 2 arrows. That took care of the cost of the one yesterday. I know it. Jeez.
Oh, come on. 1 arrow doesn't cost you $15
It cost 20.
for 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
It cost $20 per arrow.
$20 per arrow
Yep.
to make?
Yep.
Yikes.
That's all the components.
The glue, the fletchings, the wrapping.
Yeah, it's not a good picture of the truck.
But can you not save anything of that arrow that you busted?
Sometimes, most of the times not.
Oh.
I got the knock out of yesterday's arrow.
How about the tip of it?
No, that was friggin' toast.
Yeah?
Oh,
But
yeah.
That's
It hits with such force. I should have took a picture of the arrow.
iron?
Chemo took it as a walking stick.
Well, he's small anyway.
Yeah. The good friend of mine that I shoot with, his name's Chemo, ironically. That Betty got a kick out of that.
Yeah, I do.
So there's the truck.
No.
Hell, yes, Ian.
There's the truck. There's not a good picture. You can't see the truck all that well. So I'm going to go find a good picture of it. Hold on. Go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk about. Okay, Adam, you're up.
Yeah. Sorry. Arrows. Shooting.
We'll get another
Oh,
super
thank
chat.
God there's a super chat, Betty. Saved us.
Yeah.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, saved by the super chat. James Richards says, when that deer looked up to lick the salt liquor I'd hung from the dang dung, got him right above the eye. That's an elusive creature.
James, you a barbarian.
He's shooting Bambies, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking barbarians out there, dude.
Well, at least he supports your arrow shooting.
Yeah, thanks, James. Oh, I need to turn that down. Hold on a second. I think I might get a good picture out of this one, hopefully. Okay, talk amongst yourselves just for a couple minutes.
That truck that you're gonna win, I've seen it. It's like really sort of has sort of all kinds of gadgets and things in it and on it and
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really amazing what's up in there.
All right.
You could even carry an animal with you on that truck, couldn't you? If you shoot it.
Oh, I think I got a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, wait a second. What? I don't have to cut and paste. I could just do this. There you go. I guess it's a little sun washed, but you get the idea.
Well, I have to wait for it to see. So
Yeah, tell me when it's up.
There we go.
for me, not.
What's that on the back?
It's a tent.
It is right.
Th-
Cool,
it's-
that.
This thing's got everything, man. It's tricked out to the max.
It looks like snot on the outside, doesn't it? Horrible paint job, but
I like it. I like the contour lines and stuff. It's like a topographical map.
This thing is huge, isn't it? How long is it? 4 meters or 5?
It's looking like that, isn't it? About 5 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So this is what I'm shooting for.
But if you get it, you're gonna sell it again, huh?
I'll probably sell it. Listen. That's hey, come on. This is a pipe dream. But you know, I'm gonna shoot at the caribou, no doubt about it. I'm not shooting more than 11 arrows though. If you buy 10, that's 150. They give you the 11th free. It's mighty white of them.
So what happens if you shoot that 12th ring? Then your name is up, and more people might do that same thing. And what happens then?
Yeah, you sign a raffle ticket and they put your name in a pot. I think last year 48 people, if I'm not mistaken, 48 people hit the 12 ring inside the 12 ring. So they had a crazy shoot. Remember that guy? We watched it. How they picked it. Betty?
Yeah, I want you to tell because
It's hard to tell. I wonder if I could play it. Wonder if they would give me a strike.
no, I don't think so. You can just stop it
And talk. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so it's very interesting that only 48 because these archery events, are they much sought after? I mean, how many people do you think to go?
This thing are sold out in a matter of hours. It's in fact, a lot of people were complaining because these events are selling out the same day. That is, there's no walking up to this thing and purchase it. Nope, you got to be in line. Computer on. It's a nightmare too. But it's getting too big for its britches. A lot of people are upset because they can't go. Because the thing's being sold out. So there is a metric ton of people at these things. So if that
But how many people do they have tickets for then?
That's a really good question. I will get that answer when I get there because I'm interested. I'm interested in that answer also.
Let me just say hi to a couple of people in the chat.
Yeah, you can look. You can look up. Yeah, because there's different Total Archery Challenge events at different venues. Okay, where can I find?
Oh, we got another super chat.
Thanks.
And it's Tony Whitcomb and says, my aim is that bad that I couldn't hit a lake if I was sitting at the bottom of the lake.
He couldn't hit the lake if he was sitting in it.
Yeah, at the bottom of it.
Dude, what man?
Maybe you should go fishing. How about that? Wow.
Didn't save
Oh,
it.
you got another one. Super chat. James Richards says, things keep going on as they are. You're far better off with a horse and your bow.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could. Yeah, I know what he's sort of alluding to. And then maybe a nice water filter. Yeah, and then you can basically be in the wilderness, huh?
What did I look at under? What title? What am I looking? Total. Let's just try Total Archery Challenge. Hopefully, it'll give me.
Oh, that guy that won twice.
Guy won. Yeah, guy won the truck twice.
How's that for luck?
Unbelievable.
In 3 years, was it?
Yes.
You want to be that guy?
Listen, I'm not greedy. Once would be fine for me.
Just no, just for the car. I mean, you will sell it anyways, but just to have that kind of luck, just to be good. I mean, you have to shoot the 12 ring.
That's the first step, love.
Yep. Yeah, darling.
You don't like that love stuff, boy.
No, it's sort of condescending, I think. You guys always do that to women. Oh, love, and you don't mean any bit of it. Weird. So, Adam, how's that? What were you having again?
Bao buns, my love.
Something. Shut up.
Go on.
What?
Yeah. I've thoroughly enjoyed them. That's
You
QE
need to write
reminiscence.
that down for me. I don't know even what you're saying. I can't even repeat it.
What?
The name of the recipe.
It's just like minced chicken in a spicy Korean sauce, and then it's wrapped in dough and
Hmm.
steamed.
Yeah, that I got, but how is it called again?
Bao. B-A-O. B-A-O.
B-A-O, bao.
Yeah.
Not bow, but bao. Okay.
Yeah. A topical, really. Bobo buns.
Hmm.
Oh, I found it.
How many do you have?
I had 6.
6?
Yeah,
Is
I
that-
have 1 left. And even if I invoke maths and wanted 2 more, I didn't have them. They're all gone. But they were lovely.
Okay, nice.
Hey, how QE's looking. You're talking about a bit of apocalypse here. I won't push the point, but I've got there's loads of files coming out over here. Our conservatives have the government's been leaked on what happened
Yeah,
in the past few
Oh,
years.
a little bit of these chat and apps, right? The WhatsApp things about COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one. Matt Hancock messages Damien Poole saying, hello. Damien Poole comes back. No promises, but I'm trying to land a Bill Gates endorsement of your platform. Matt Hancock. Tell him that considering how many people I'm getting his chips injected into, he owes me one. That's from our government, the guy that was dealing with the...
Oh, that's even further than I already got. I had something like a new variant that they wanted to push because they needed to scare people. Scare the pants
Yes.
off.
Yeah, scare the pants off people and say you'll take funding away from disabled people to get the vote of some other Conservative MPs to ensure that the bill you passed to take away our civil rights got through. Seems to be the general unfolding of the information we're given.
Can you
What?
forward some of that stuff that you maybe have or found?
I'll take this picture. Yeah, the screenshot of the I think it's WhatsApp feed. It refers to what's being injected to as Bill Gates's chips. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
I heard that. I mean, there's so much coming out now. I mean, it's weird. And now they try to push the Marburg virus.
Oh, God. All right, we ready?
Yep.
All right, this gentleman right here is at most of the events, and he's the one that oversees. He takes a spotting scope, and he'll be there in Oklahoma. He's an older gentleman, really good guy, though. I'll get a chance. I can't wait to meet him. So what he's going to do, they're going to choose the winner of last year's truck. So they got all the names in the hat, right? Now he's going to show you how they're going to choose the winner. Check this out. Remember, they're shooting at a caribou for the truck at all venues.
We'll move the truck. 3 holes is enough. Let's see here. All right, you guys. Back her on up to 111, Corey.
He's going to shoot 111 yards at that caribou. This is really cool.
Oh, buddy, this is not good. This is not good. That wind is pretty fierce.
A lot of wind, obviously.
I don't know about that. Oh, that's not good either. Hey, you guys want to see something funny? Let's see here. Monica's paper. She's chasing. Oh, you moved the scope. Oh, they got him. Never mind. Okay, guys. Let
Sorry about the wind, guys. That's just the way it's going to be.
me get this camera adapter attached, and it'll be go time.
This year it's the adjustable sight. We just dial this thing on 111. I mean, it is money.
Corey's eyes are getting bad on him, so that digital sight readout really helps him. All right, hang tight. I got to get this lined up, Corey, because we moved it. So give me just 1 second. We'll get this thing dialed. There's the truck. Got to go through the tire or the doors. Come on, baby. Whoa. There's Monica. All right, guys. By the way, we were kidding about the doors.
We moved the truck.
All right, so what they did was everyone that had a raffle ticket that hit inside the 12 ring, they got an associated number with their name, and they put it on this big roulette wheel, right? So everyone is in here represented by the color or whatever, and she is gonna spin this thing, and the gentleman back there is gonna shoot this target at 111 yards, and wherever the arrow lands, then if it lands on your number, you're the winner. Isn't that cool? I'll let him do it.
We're not going to do that. We moved the truck. All right. Here we go, guys. Everybody here saying I need mag view. I've actually got a all-in system on there, but when I'm doing when I have to zoom in, and it wasn't working on my 2 lenses, so pulled it off. All right, Corey, you ready?
Shut the wind off.
Yep.
Here we go.
Can I zoom in? Hold on, Corey. I'm going to zoom in on this for everybody, even though nobody knows what those numbers or names are, but it'll be cool.
Well, at least we'll know if we hit something.
Oh, there you go. There you go. This wind's kind of shaky, guys. I apologize for that, but that is what the good Lord wanted us to have today, for Corey to shoot in to make it harder. All right. Okay, let her go, Monica. Here we go, guys. Oh, you hit it. Nice.
So if that arrow hits, it's going to hit a name. However, if this hit 2 lines, then what they would do is they'd take that pink line and this blue line, and they would just put pink and blues all over this pie chart, and then he'd shoot again until it was one color that he hit.
Nice shot, dude.
He didn't have to, because I think he hit one color just with that shot.
Let's go see who won.
It would have made it through the truck.
Better safe than sorry. We'd never do that to somebody's truck. Nope, can't see it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go see how many names. I'm gonna pop this out again. No way.
Just one?
Just one name they're claiming, you guys. Let's check it out.
One? Oh my heck.
Whoop. Reverse this
It's
camera.
blue again. Can
Here
you
we go.
believe that?
Number is, well, how come that won't go? T103. T stands for truck, if anybody's wondering.
T103.
No way. Are you kidding me? Okay, you guys, T103, you ready? Is it the one we're thinking of? T103, Travis Johnson. No way. Is it the Travis Johnson? We got to go check out our master list.
That's it. That's Travis Johnson. You know why he's saying that? Because Travis Johnson won the truck the year before this. It's the same. He won 2 trucks.
Was it the year before? Was it the year before that?
I think it was a year before.
Mm.
No, not the year before, but the year before the year before. 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Isn't that cool the way they shot that? He went back 111 yards and then shot that roulette wheel against that caribou. I thought it was I loved it.
I
In
wondered
high
how they were
winds.
going to do it.
Say again?
How they were going to do it fair. Because I was thinking, well, even if you put names in different areas on the caribou or a circle target, and different names in different areas, still there's a place you're aiming at for any individual. To spin it like that, and then the breakdown, if it was crossing boundaries, that was cool as well.
Yeah.
They're pretty faultless.
Yeah.
As a lottery.
Yeah, I thought so too. And listen, at 111 yards, even with the 10, 12 power, you wouldn't put a 12 power scope in a bow. Even with the 10 power scope, you ain't seeing it. I'll guarantee you.
Well, no, because they coloured it so that when it span, it went black and white as well, which was even cooler. So you couldn't even.
You wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Much more fun than sticking names in a hat
and pulling it out. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so. Yeah. I thought so too. Yep. Wonder if they got to. Let's put this on mute. Let's see if they'll go to the truck again. Where is she?
Jammy git though, winning it like that again. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Let's see a description. I think he gives a description of the truck. 1 second. Yeah, I think I got it. All right, hold on.
It's a bit like a Penn and Teller trick. Is that your number? Ta-da.
All right, let's try it. Let's see what they have to say.
First and foremost, Trophy Ridge. Thank you, Trophy Ridge, for being a big part of this. We really appreciate what you guys do. We love the site. We also have got all these fine companies. Lightner, who does this fantastic rack cargo boxes. The Shower, which everybody needs. Firestone on these babies right here. We've got Anthem Off-Road, which are these sweet rims. I actually got those exact same rims for my truck. Then we've got Free Spirit Recreation. Everybody needs this tent. The Odyssey. This thing is money. Okay, we've got the Retrax bed cover. This actually is really nice for us doing the events, for hiding all our gear and keeping it safe from the rain. See the rain, all the rain spots. So that thing opens and closes. Actually, here, I got a remote right here. Let's go here.
How awesome is that?
And you got a light in there. This thing's rad. Okay. Then we've got Light Force, which are these babies right here. Keep your camp lit up or the road while you're driving. And then Mountain Hatch. We got some photos we need to post of this. This thing is awesome. It's a food grade bed tailgate cover, cutting board. Use this baby all the time. You clean it up. It's food grade. Cut your meat, do your fish, whatever. And then we do have a new edition, and we just got this. The new edition is this. It's called the Delta Shovel by Demos. This thing is super lightweight, but super strong, and an awesome addition to any camp, whatever you're doing. Get onto their website, check it out. You'll see all the cool stuff over there. Anyway, you guys, short of Corey punching a hole in the winter's new.
All right, that's it. Yeah, so there you go.
All right, and the last super chat to read out.
Good.
Okay, James Richards says, how did guy win the truck twice? Did he win a archery tournament? QE, if you seeing 3, hit the one in the middle.
Yeah, right. The way he won, he just got lucky. Well, part of it's luck. He went to multiple TAC events and then shot for the truck, and he at least hit 2 inside the 12 ring. So at one event, he hit 1, and however they chose that event, they chose his name, and this one, the arrow hit his name. So what can you say about that?
Yeah.
Just the way it goes. So he won it twice. That's for sure. Yeah. There you go. There's a little background.
So you need to have a 12 ring twice in that caribou thing to get your name drawn?
No, you just have to hit it once, but Travis hit it twice, at least.
Yeah. Well, in 2 years.
Yes.
Hmm.
I think
At least.
when they pulled up his name along with the number, there was he had 2 numbers there, so I think he hit it twice.
Okay.
Wherever he was that time. So I stand corrected. Yeah. So I think, you can, out of 11 shots, if I hit it like 3 times, then I get 3 spots on that wheel.
Okay. Yeah. So it makes the spaces more. Do they put your names together or in different places on that wheel?
When he pulled up that list, it looked like they put it together.
Because it makes a bigger space on the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll see you do it, huh?
I gotta accomplish the first part first.
Well, at least you have now all the people that super chatted today. At least you have now money to get yourself another lot of arrows.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot out there, guys. You're right. You're exactly right. Yes, I can get some more arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, you get yourself some people supporting you.
Yeah, I should be sponsored. Flat Earther. I will wear a shirt that says Flat Earth and go out there and shoot for Flat Earth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have that hoodie, of course, but nobody knows what the Black Swan or the event is. But we need to get him a T-shirt that says it, huh?
Let's pull up an archery shirt like let's see what they look like. Archery.
Can you
sponsor
put something extra on there?
Shirts.
Maybe people have ideas to get you that shirt.
Huh.
And Tony Whitcomb says 2 arrows.
Yeah.
He will sponsor you for 2 arrows.
Archery. Oh, I should have put sponsored.
You will be shooting that caribou the whole day.
Nope, only 11. I can only go so far.
Okay.
Oh,
there's a limit on how many times you can shoot that thing?
No, yeah, your pocketbook.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm saying. If they are sponsoring you, you will shooting that thing all day.
Yeah. That's too funny. Yeah, that's correct. I can't find any of this stupid shirt.
Maybe somebody says
on
Flat Earth TV Guide has shirts.
Say again?
Flat Earth TV Guide has shirts.
Guy has shirts, like sponsored shirts?
Yeah, apparently. I think you need to put that into Google and see when it pops up.
Hold on. I want to show. It's like, when the race car drivers wear and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. They got friggin' sponsors tattooed all over their friggin' hats and shirts and cars.
So you would do that? You would go in there with a Flat Earth shirt?
I'd do it.
Ha! Okay. People, is that worth something to you guys?
Is that worth something to you?
Oh, that would be great.
Why did it give me...
It would make you a target. Huh?
Hold on a second. Say again, Betty.
It would make you a target. Right in the front disc.
I wonder if anyone would. Yeah, I wonder if someone would approach me. You think?
If people are interested enough and dare do it, yeah.
Why don't you have one that on the back says, "Nobody in archery adjusts for Coriolis." The earth is flat. I'll leave it at that.
Dude, buddy.
Says something with Coriolis would be cool, man. That would raise some questions. I wonder if it's still time to get you that shirt in time when it needs to be printed.
Is there a good shot at a shirt here? Let's try this one. This is Kyle Douglas. He's a really good archer. You see what I'm talking? He's got bow tech on there, but you know what I mean. Let's see if we can find anyone else that has a
You're
decent.
looking at archery stuff, but you need other stuff. You need flat Earth stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I would wear the flat Earth stuff, not the damn archery stuff.
Yeah, so you got Divergent Droid has a
Heck with it.
it has a direct website to FETV guide.
Oh,
Maybe
does
that's
it? Yeah? Where at? In chat?
in the chat a little bit up.
Wait a second. We don't want this kind of stuff posted on here. I need to remove this right now.
What?
What Adam posted?
Do it straight away then, Righteous. Just
I
get rid
already
now.
copied it, so get rid of it.
Yeah, but we don't want to push it on the show either.
I'm not
It's not in the show.
I'm not
Hey,
streaming
fault.
it.
Oh, we're done?
No.
No.
I'm not showing it.
Okay. Just to let you guys know.
My apologies, Righteous. I should have thought and just sent it via Skype. I weren't thinking, dude. Sorry.
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, mainstream anyways. They can't deny it.
Okay, I'm on this channel, Flat Earth TV Guide. I got streams, channels, agents, shows, books, docs, memes. Where's the shirts?
Ooh, okay. Well, let me first shout out some super chats again. James Richard says, I sent these SCs for arrows. Oh, super chats, sorry, for arrows. No need getting targets, you won't hit them anyways.
Thanks, James. Freaking jerk.
Tony Whitcomb, I want a t-shirt that says, I'm dumb, but I worry for the globe believer more.
yeah. Good luck with this one. You ain't getting anything on here, I don't think. Betty, appealed to, you said this was Divergent Droid?
No, somebody else said it, but Divergent Droid put the website in there.
Oh, I got you. I'm not seeing any merch or anything like that unless I'm missing it.
Mm. Maybe it's too big of a thing to do it now.
Wait a second. Let me go through them. Maybe shop? 1 second. Maybe I got something here.
Shop would do it, maybe.
Yeah. Flat Earth TV Guide store. Here we go. You want me to wear something like this?
Are you putting it up?
You want me to wear something like this? This is... no, we need it professionally done. And you only got a few weeks.
So he was up for that. Huh?
Wait, what the heck? What, you want me to wear this? Flat Earth TV Guide? Think I'm a moron.
A philosophist.
A philosophist.
No, morosophist.
A moron. Yeah, right. Yeah. This is too weak, dudes.
What is it? Oh, at least it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah. Well, you can also take one of your own, of course, but I think it's sort of like masked a little bit.
Let's see if I can't. Let me give you another.
Does Mark Sargent have any shirts or things, or
What?
Mark Sargent?
I don't think so.
Yes, he does.
All right, what's Levi?
How about Nathan?
What do you? What about?
BALLBUSTERS has got a merch store, QE.
What about Nathan? I got a merch store.
Go to your own. Betty made me a custom top. I'm sure she could just upload a new image saying,
Oh yeah, I suppose I could.
She could probably do
"Archers
that,
don't
couldn't she?
adjust for Coriolis."
Well, maybe we have a new mission for this week. Huh?
See if I can find something. No, that's not going to work.
Last time when you bought something from Teespring, how fast did it come?
A couple weeks.
Weeks.
Yeah.
That's too long.
There's something like this that has. Now he's shoot. Wow, this must be an old one because he's shooting Elite. He's a Matthews guy. But anyway, you see the little sponsorships that he has on his shirt. You need something like that. This is sort of professional, right? You can't have some numpty shirt with some squiggly, friggin' incoherent font lines that make you look like a doofus.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you should go to Coco Chanel and Hilfiger and all kinds of Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
I just heard he was going to wear an original Van Velsen.
Yeah. But I haven't got many models for the runway. So. And models are pseudoscience anyway.
Oh, that I'll tell you what, the thrashing that Nathan put on Veritasium earlier today, folks, go if you're not a subscriber, everyone that watches this show, he's subscribed to Nathan anyway. But go check out that show today. Nathan was in rare form, wasn't he, Adam?
Yeah, he wasn't trusting me at first with my pick, was he?
No.
I don't know if he was there, he was not having it, but time it got to the middle, and he was absolutely buzzing. Yeah, wasn't he? And plenty to chew on, and it was a good show. That I thought a really good show.
Did you sponsor that video?
I wanted it on because I thought, as ridiculous as it sounds, that's the best description of Einsteinian and best explanation I've seen, so that you can understand that the ridiculousness of the claim.
Right.
That they're substituting things that no coherent man should accept, i.e., mass attracting mass, spooky action at a distance. That pile of even more nonsense is the substitute, the superseder. I just thought it was a really good explanation of them at their best. You don't need it ripping apart. It's so ridiculous when you listen to it. That's actually what they're modelling mathematically. Yeah, it was good.
You knew I'd like it too, right? Because I've taped some off of there.
Can imagine. It's just such nonsense, but that's what holds it together.
Now, you got to caveat this, because this is what the higher level, your average globe believer knows. That's completely different from your knuckle dragging baltard that you deal out here with. They don't know anything about what it actually is, right? So I just wanted to caveat that.
That's why that was important, because we as flat earthers often will go, it's not a force. Yeah, it's not a force to these ballers in rebuttal. And maybe the average rank and file baller or new flat earther doesn't grasp significance and thinks that that's our claim, even. Not us saying it's not a force in rebuttal.
Exactly.
It's their own side. And it was titled that, he was quite vociferous that, he even came to the point, is it an illusion? You know what I mean? And so I think it's just important to grasp that, as well as grasping. Sometimes on Flat Earth Debate, we go, oh, it's just a straight line geodesic. And you can spend hours and hours of reading, or I actually thought today's show is a great way of understanding the claim as a newbie flat earther as well, without having to read Einstein to try and figure it out. Yes, hence the pick. I thought it was a decent bit better than just ripping apart some muppet that's attacking flat Earth. All we're doing is literally just reviewing their claim in this.
It brought Anthony out of hiding.
Well, I wanted him there because I don't fully grasp the nonsensicalness. You could hear in the show. I was asking him questions just to say, is this what they're claiming? Because it's just such bunkum. You know what I mean? And you know me, I kind of need to understand things to be able to critique them properly. And it isn't understandable. It's the best conclusion I can come to. You've got to believe, haven't you, in space-time. If you can't believe it, because he can't show you space-time.
Right.
Yeah? So you've just got to believe in it and then believe that the mathematics represents it.
Yeah, and that's easily torn down. I mean, you know, everyone knows that's been around here for at least 4 days that it isn't natural science at all. So there is general relativity, special relativity. There's no natural science in those papers. You're not going to find any hypotheses. There are no experiments. Zero. It's all mathematics. So that tells you right then and there that it has nothing to do with science. And then once you get into the mathematics, you can destroy. You don't have to go there, but if you'd like to, just to have fun and, you know, dance on their graves, you can get into the mathematics, and we did it on the show a little bit with the intrinsic variables. Right? You don't have to go that far. You don't have to be, you know, Stephen Carruthers. In fact, I posted something to Stephen that I thought he was his mathematical acumen is just outrageous. But I posted something too. Let's see. You happen to have that video at hand, Adam?
What, today's?
No, the Veritasium one. I could probably.
Yeah, well, I can grab it quickly.
I can. Adam, don't worry about it. I'll go get it. I can do it. So Veritasium. Just put gravity. That'll pull it up.
It's in BALLBUSTERS.
I got it. I'll be able to get it. Why gravity is not a force? Is that the one?
Yeah.
No, I'm looking for Stephen Carruthers. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else. Adam, 1 second.
All right.
There's what's that? What's their website? YouTube channel? Is it Sky something? Sky Scholar? Is that what it is? Sky Scholar?
Sky Scholar's yeah. Oh, what's his name? Yeah. Is that Carruthers? I think that's Carruthers. That's that cheerful, chubby chappy. Isn't he?
Who?
Sky Scholar.
No, Stephen Carruthers. No, that you're talking about Robitaille, I think.
Yeah.
Carruthers isn't. He's getting older now. I definitely noticed that. Hold on 1 second. There we go. So Stephen Carruthers, Jay Carruthers. I witnessed him back in the day, like 10, 11, no, it's more than 10 years ago. Damn, it's almost 15 years ago now. I think I was in some form. I can't remember what it was. It was just so long ago. And he was in a discussion, not talking. It was just text, and the text would pop up. And it was between him and Gerald T. Hooft, the Dutch theoretical physicist that I think he's a Nobel Prize winner. And Stephen, he was just whipping around by his short hairs. It was a sight that I remember just sitting there saying, oh my God, I felt bad for the Dutch guy because it was just unfair. That's the point, that this guy's mathematical acumen is just outrageous, right? And I always like Stephen also because and I've talked to him on a couple occasions, he's also a big Outlaws fan. He loved the Outlaws and Huey Thomason, and I did too, growing up. So we hit it off because of that, and we started talking, and I was trying to drop some flat earth clues to him, but it wasn't taken, and I didn't want to push it, so I just dropped it. And in fact, when this video popped up in my feed a couple days ago, I looked out and I said, oh, wow, he's getting much older. But anyway, I went ahead and wrote to him. And there's my post. I can't remember exactly what I wrote, but let's see. So, Quantum Racer, I said, Steven, how are you and yours? Hopefully well. We've talked a few times. I just reminded him about who I am. We've talked a few times through the years, and I showed my deep respect for your ability to recognize sublime brilliance, and that's the Outlaws and Huey Thomason, right? So I had to at least preface it with that. Then I got right into it. Mathematics has nothing whatsoever to do with actual natural science. That is the establishment of scientific theories. The scientific method only only adjudicates the qualitative cause and effect relationships through systematic experimentation, not the quantitative. A mathematical hypothesis is tantamount to military intelligence, achromatic rainbows, and married bachelors. Your mathematical acumen is second to none, sir, obviously. But all that's needed here to pummel Einstein's horsepucky and the hordes of Einsteinian mindless parroting pretender clowns into the incoherent oblivion is two itty-bitty questions. Number one, please provide a scientific hypothesis in Einstein's paper, either special or general theory. And please provide the hypothesis test experiment validating any hypothesis in either paper leading to the establishment of a scientific theory. You know what that'll get, or you know what you'll get. Bupkis. They simply don't exist. Both are demonstrable, mathematical pseudoscience. Hope it helps, John. Oh, shit. Somebody replied to me. He didn't, because it would have laughing out loud. What the hell's so funny, knuckle dragger? That's what you get, these knuckleheads. They can't do anything with the substance of anyone's argument. They just feign exasperation. Laughing out loud. That's so stupid. Fucking clowns. So I thought I'd share that. Yeah. Good. Oh, but anyway, let's go back to that. I'm sorry. I forgot the punchline. So I think it's in the beginning. Hold up, Adam. So, and I knew this years ago because I looked this up myself. I don't know whether it was Steven who showed me this or I ran into this somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. It's kind of small print anyway. So in 1917, Tullio Levi and Saviti, a pure mathematician, I thought those were two different people, but I digress. In 1917, Tullio Levi Saviti, a pure mathematician and a key developer of tensor calculus, stated that Einstein's pseudotensor has no mathematical validity. His paper has evidently been ignored by Einstein and the physics community. The implications of this criticism is that Einstein's general theory of relativity is false, as explained in this presentation. And here's the paper. T. Levi Saviti, and whatever that says, Rendiconti. You're the Italian. Oh, you can't see it yet. Rendiconti della Real, whatever, 1917. And it says, here's the quote. Now, it is well known that differential invariants of the first order, which are intrinsic, that is, like G, exclusively form with the coefficients of ds squared and with their first derivatives do not exist. This is enough to render, at least in general, not admissible the form of gravitational tensor taken by Einstein. So, and if you get into this presentation, guys, you better have your mathematical caps on, because if you don't, he's going to blow you away. Just a warning. So, there you go.
This was the point of proving that to be standing still, you have to be accelerating, yeah? The D2. The second differential point that he takes, isn't it? Is that what it's... So, let me just read that again. Now, it's well known that the differential invariants of the first order, which are intrinsic, i.e. like G, exclusively formed, the coefficients of ds squared, and with their first derivatives, do not exist. This is enough to render, at least in general, not admissible. Okay.
They're talking about...
I didn't know that. Yeah.
No, he's talking about the pseudo tensor. It is T, and sometimes it's denoted T. It's a pseudo like stress energy momentum tensor. I know it's a capital T, sometimes a small letter T too, and sometimes it has superscripts and subscripts. But he says when you contract the pseudo tensor, it gives first order intrinsic variables. Or, I'm sorry, how the hell do they say that? The differential invariants of the first order, which are intrinsic. So intrinsic differential invariants of the first order, it contracts to, but they don't exist. So even mathematically, he was debunked in the early 1900s. His mathematics can't even work, is the point. That's what he was focused on. Follow? Yeah.
Ish. Yeah. No, you see, because I don't fully understand it, but I'm getting the point of what he's saying. The rest of the math that follows is pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless. It's a meaningless concoction of nonsensical bullshit. In other words. Yeah. Cool.
I just didn't, like I said, there was two. Nathan's really cool sometimes because he looks at it like without overcomplicating it, and he's got these two T's in there that mean different things.
Yeah.
And then you've got this second differential. Yeah, I won't say anymore because I'm not sure, but.
Well, just watch that. Listen to his description of it. Watch the video. I'm talking about Crothers. Best wishes, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think I want to understand it. That's like I say, I had questions today for Tony and for you. That last one.
Which one?
The last bit of the Veritasium thing, he brings up, well, you can cancel out M in things because they're not the same thing.
Guess who else did that, Adam?
Go on.
You know. What the heck is it?
I would imagine Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, one of us that George almost got him fired. Brian
Mullen.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did that same. I can remember watching a video of his years ago where he put up Newton's equation and then he started canceling the M's on either side. And the baltards back then went absolutely apey. He did the same thing Veritasium did. Yeah.
Well, I've always assumed in that equation that the M's had the same meaning. Again, like with the previous thing, where the T's have different meanings, even though it's the same denotation. And that's what I felt. See, this is what I thought was good about Veritas. He was really honest and open and pointed out that was completely, wholly made everything invalid. He doesn't say it as such, but he does demonstrate that these are two different M's. We're going to same experiment to show that they are the same M, even though mathematically, even in his pseudo experiment, the M's aren't quite equal. There is a variance. That still doesn't actually define either of the M's correctly as any one definitive M.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody in Discord, do you guys want to add something?
No, I just want to ask you a question, QE. What's that word that you mentioned before? You were speaking about something didn't exist in the such and such of Einstein, Poquium or it was a certain word. It's I guess it's the formula. It's the it's all of the components within the formula. You said that a particular letter did not exist within and that's the word I'm looking for.
It's the first order.
Weird word.
It's the first order intrinsic differential invariance.
No, not that. It's one word, and it defines the sentence or the phrase or the particular, like E squared, blah, 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 blah. You said that something that Einstein had claimed, it wasn't inclusive inside of his blah, 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 which made it.
That's not helping me out.
Okay, I'll just blumble some words. Poquium, Papiquium, Pacopium. It's a weird word. You said it last week. Damn.
Really?
I can't remember. Yeah, it was a word I heard before, but I never heard it said twice. You said it twice. So it made me ring a bell like, oh, I heard that word before. And it spoke in the reference of, I heard it in the movie Interstellar.
Really?
With Matthew McConaughey. And yeah, because when them guys are writing on the board and that girl was trying to figure out the distance of this, that, and that, and she talking about time bending and all that junk like that. There was a word she said that you said, Paquium or in the Capoquium, in the Papariquium, something.
I don't know what it is. That's too
Damn.
funny, man.
I am bugging. Yeah. All right. You just keep talking. I'm gonna.
You're gonna go search it.
like,
You're gonna track it down.
I can't remember it. I'll never remember because I can't pronounce it. I tried to look it up and I couldn't even tell.
Well, these
Siri
guys
what
were.
it was.
Adam and Betty was here. Do you guys remember the word he's trying to say?
You said it during Nathan's show.
Oh, really?
It was during Nathan's show about time bending and Einstein.
Oh,
You were critiquing Einstein and all of this time bending, blah blah blah, and how they get the mathematics. And you said it's what the definition of the word defines the sentence, if you will, of the formula in which Einstein and these so-called quantum physics people write down E equals 4m squared, yada yada yada. And that whole line right there is called something. It's like it's not a hypothesis, it's not a theorem, but it's another word for that involves quantum physics, saying that the reason why we know such is this far away and such is within this particular Pocarium. Oh, man.
I don't know.
Damn. All right, never mind.
You're gonna have to go
I'm
track it
never
down,
gonna-
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to track it down on the video and then put it on the main chat. I'll put a timestamp on it too, so you know exactly
All right.
what I'm talking. All right, carry on.
Good, Jared. That's too funny. Adam, you know what he was talking about?
Not a clue. I was just reading about differential invariance. I understand it now, I think. This is just a way of putting another integer into something that isn't there, but letting it affect the other coordinates that the previous differential equation would compute, but allowing, in the case they even cite it as G. So I think that's what the quote means. Just bunk 'em.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Stephen
in terms
said.
of reality.
It doesn't. It doesn't exist. And I, you know what part that I really like? The one that I stopped him with, because I could care less about Einstein anymore. We've, filleted and fricasseed him how many times through the years. But when Veritasium said when that guy jumped off the building that he entered what frame of reference, and then I asked that, I was trying to do it rhetorically, but Adam answered that he was in the inertial reference frame. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. There's some ballers that are in some big trouble with that statement from him. A simple statement, right, Adam?
Well, it's a simple statement if you want to isolate him just falling down the building and describe it mathematically in a way that doesn't bear to reality. You think you can just say inertial. Unfortunately, that statement has massive repercussions for a heliocentric ball Earth model.
Yep.
If that is a way of describing reality.
Yep. And the crayon munching ball tards, the knuckle draggers that don't know their ass from a pipe wrench. Simon Dan, the two reference frames. Hillbilly Blue Balls, the redneck retard, a.k.a. photosynthetic redneck, a.k.a. Mr. Gumby Football Field, with, there's only one reference frame, Nathan. And then he tops it off by frigging bringing up angular momentum. How can you have only one reference frame and then invoke angular momentum? It's a married bachelor. Or the conservation of angular momentum. The conservation of angular momentum would never be the conservation of angular momentum if there wasn't an additional reference frame, particularly an inertial one. It would never be defined. It would never have any. It would never have any. How would I say?
Frame of reference.
What's that? What's that?
Oh, sorry, I was coughing. It wouldn't have a frame of reference.
Oh, yeah, too that.
It's
No pun
changed.
intended with that one. It would be it would be meaningless. The conservation of angular momentum would be utterly meaningless without the inertial reference frame. You would never have to describe it. I mean, it's so stupid. Betty. Say stupid.
Yeah.
Say stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what it would be. It's a carnival tent out here. But when people start talking about conservation of angular momentum, that sounds sciencey. And if you haven't studied it, seen it in your education background, or you haven't been around it, boy, that sounds science. He must know what he's talking about. No, doesn't mean that. It just means he freaking train wrecked himself. Because if you come out here stating these terms and phrases and don't know what they mean, you are going to get your ass handed to you in spades. Big time. Warning, baller. He still says it. Even after I corrected these knuckle draggers countless times, nope, conservation of angular momentum, they don't even know what it is. They just like saying the phrase. That's where we're at. Conservation of angular momentum, and then in the next breath say there's only one reference frame. Oh my God. All right, that's my rant for today.
It was a good pick. It inspired everybody.
Just to let everyone know, I'm just so busy recently, as you already know. I'm trying to prepare for the trip and then prepare for the preparation, and there's just a lot of things.
Preparation?
I got to prepare for the preparation. Yeah. So, and I didn't even tell Betty, because she'd be on me like duck on a June bug with this stuff. But we have some more treatments coming up, and the next one, it's going to be a marathon, but it's going to be well worth it. I haven't gone all the way through it yet. I think it's quite long, but it's going to be mega. Can we make like a mega treatment, Betty? Yeah, we're French, ain't we?
Yeah, but you do those solo on your onesie.
Buy me onesie. Yeah. True. Yeah. But we're gonna need maybe a thumbnail to take it up a notch.
Oh, then I need another archer shooter thingy.
Yeah, but it's gonna be 2 archers.
Then I need that guy that went on the truck twice.
Yeah, right.
Won't you need to know who the target is as well? Or do you know, Betty?
She doesn't know.
No.
You're going to need to know that as well.
I haven't told her. When I tell her, I'm not going to be able to see her smile, but I'm going to hear it. I know that.
Well.
Yeah. Don't try to guess either.
I don't.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Anybody on here now was on Nathan's after show, where there was this, I guess he was a terminated children's balloon blowing retired magician clown. He was just like I don't know what he was doing, but he was trying to be facetious, but we knew what he was doing. He was asking stupid questions and saying dumb stuff. Was there. Was 777 was there. I know Divergent was there. Righteous was there. And we were talking about...
You mean the bloke with the same accent as Tony? Can't say Scouser because Tony reckons that's racist now.
Kind of like a deep voice. Got like a deep voice a little bit.
Talked a bit like this, you know?
No, not him. This guy had more of a baritone. Well, I'm telling you, water actually curves. Because it has a meniscus. It has a meniscus. So the water curves. It's never level. Water's never level because water moves too much. So water's never level. Basically, the children just fired him from blowing up balloons at their party. So I guess he had nowhere else to go but on Discord to make another fool of himself by just saying the most ridiculous, stupid stuff with a serious face. And I was waiting for him to say, I'm fucking with you guys. I'm only fucking. But he was serious. He was what we say, he was dead ass.
No, I missed that one.
I wish he was there.
I want to know who that guy is that you're going to do in a treatment.
I didn't. Look, I got her. She's pegged now, folks. It's gonna eat her up. Who said there was a guy?
Is it a woman then?
I ain't saying anything.
Is it
Is it-
Kamala Harris?
Does
You're
it
going to
quack
do
like
that
that?
off to the moon video review.
Betty, I'm not telling you yet.
Is it about flat Earth or is it about evolution? Because I want to have those done too.
See, you're trying to get classified information.
And you did treatments on people that had done like 5 hours of YouTube things, right? I mean, is there anything above that?
You mean a longer video? I don't think this one is quite as long, but it's chock full.
Well, you're gonna stop him with any other word, huh?
No, another backhand. It's like
I hate that, you know. When they say "and," you have a lot to say about. Yeah, he says he "and," but it should have been off, right? And then a lot of like ad homs, and then you go on.
But I don't ad hom.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I always have an argument.
Yeah, you don't either about certain words.
I do. I always have an argument when I stop them. Always.
It's not an ad hom,
You
is
have
it?
them named before you start your show. How about that?
I think I'm going to keep this one. I usually make up names for this. I'm not going to do that this time.
Oh, is it a new guy on the block?
No, Betty. No. Don't try it.
And when are you going to do this?
You know what? That's a good question. I might.
Because you are going to get people riled up now and focusing, and then they will blame you when you're not doing it.
Yeah, it's called a teaser. No, if I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you said that and then you did it.
You said that and I didn't what?
You didn't do it?
I haven't done it yet. It's a teaser. It's not that I haven't done it yet. I just announced it.
In the past.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you. Yeah, exactly. No, you didn't. Indeed.
No, I didn't. There was never an occasion. There was one. Now she's going to rumpus me, right?
Yeah, because I wanted to make a point.
You didn't have a point.
I always have a point.
All right. There was one treatment that I did announce that I said I was going to do, but people talked me out of doing it.
Oh?
Yeah. Mainly Adam.
Adam talking you out of doing a treatment?
I think it was Adam and Brian said just to let that one go.
Oh?
Yeah.
Is it someone that is close by to the community then?
Yes.
How close?
Pretty darn close.
Is it going to be a brouhaha again?
Which one you talking about now?
I have no idea, but brouhaha means like everybody is going to, it's going to cost you subscribers. I know it right now.
No, no.
Down again.
No.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's not. No. It's definitely, you're trying to get me to tell you. But don't, it has no, relax.
200 people off from, I think,
relax. It has
20 people off of 5,000, and then you are going to get yourself.
How do you know? You don't know. You won't shut up.
Because I know you.
No, you don't. You don't know who this next one's going to be. It doesn't. You won't even let me fucking finish. It's not anyone. You're getting mixed up. Adam, we're talking about two different things. This next treatment has nothing to do whatsoever with this community.
You said it was close to this community.
No, I said the one that Adam talked me out of was.
But that was the one that you're going to do, right?
No.
Now you have me all confused
again. Yeah, you're confused because...
we need to go back on this and see what you said, because this is like indescribably foolish.
Yeah, you know who the perpetrator is, right?
You.
Yeah, right.
You. It's always you.
So we're talking about two different things. the one thing you indicted me for not keeping my word and doing a treatment. That was one issue. The only one that I said that I was going to do that I didn't do was the one that Adam and Brian talked me out of doing.
Yeah, so I said maybe you thought that was now the one that you're going to do.
No, it's completely different. No, I'm not going to do that one because they had good reasons for it, and I respected it. And I said, okay, I'll take the hit on that. I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Okay, but this is a completely different. So don't worry. Yeah, Nathan said we can begin now.
Oh wow. Let's stop then. At least we're at our peak. Okay, we got a super chat from Unitox Femu who says your scientific method is ad hom. And secondly,
it's an add-on. Yeah. But Betty, what is an ad hom fallacy?
an insult.
No, an insult's an insult. What's an ad hom fallacy?
An insult.
No, it's not repeating the same thing again. That's not correct. It's not complete.
Yeah, you would say based on an assessment.
Nope. Now, I asked you what an ad hom, so I'll tell you what an ad hom. It's a derogatory or an insult. Yeah?
Or an insult.
Or
yes.
insult. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, but I am.
Yeah, but you are. Yeah. It's in lieu of an argument.
Yeah, because of the argument. Yeah.
No, in lieu of an argument.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In place of an argument. But I always have an argument.
No, you don't, because you're talking about certain words that they're pronounced, and then you call them numpty dipshits or whatever.
Okay, all right. So, okay, that's a baseless assertion fallacy. I want you for yeah. I thought you'd think that was. I thought you
assertion fallacy. Whatever.
I knew that would crack you up, but since you made that claim, that is the next.
Yeah, you're all wrong. I made a claim.
Yep. So on the next live show, you need to go search those out and then provide examples. Hey, listen, if you get them, I'll own up to it.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, hold up, Adam. Hold up, Adam. By the way, Nathan shouted you out the other day, Betty.
Really?
Yeah, because somebody made a statement. I could be getting this wrong, but it's close. I'm paraphrasing. Somebody made a statement that germ theory was science, and mathematics was science, and he brought up the example. He didn't remember who you were debating, but I do. GeoStreber.
Mm-hmm.
When he said math is science, and you said, well, what about germ theory? And he said, yeah, that's mathematics. And you said, what did you ask him?
Yeah, give me the
equation for germ theory.
Equation, yes. Yeah. Cool.
And one of his butt buddies out, because GeoStreber he's got a master's degree in chemistry, and one of his boys out there, one of his bald-tarred buttheads, was a biologist. And as soon as you asked him that question, and GeoStreber said, yes, of course. He's there. No, don't. Yeah, it was hilarious. But I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you about that.
Well, thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.
He remembered. You did remember my credentials.
Oh, you know what? As soon as I said GeoStreber, I said, my God, she's going to bring this up again.
You got another super chat, by the way. It's from James Richards. He says, what is your video title that gives sources on the scientific method?
Any of the science presentations, just go on the YouTube, on my channel on the playlist and hit, I titled it Science Presentations, and then just hit part 1. I think it's in part 1. It might not be. It's either in part 1 or part 2, and there's some citations in there for you with the scientific method.
Yep.
I think one big one is our old buddy Professor Wolf's up there at the University of Rochester physics lab, if I'm not mistaken. So I
Because
made
the guy that we were going to go for the T-shirt, you forgot about that. In the chat, by the way, FETV guide, he says.
Oh, you're welcome, FETV guide. I was looking for shirts. I think a couple people got the wrong impression on what type of shirt I was looking for, but you're welcome.
Yeah, he wants to improve on the T-shirts and stuff, and he wants to get back with you on maybe what you need.
No, there's nothing wrong with his T-shirts. They're just not appropriate for the venue I was attending.
No, yeah, but he could get together with you and make some, right?
I got enough logs on the fire from here till then.
Okay. Well, now he knows.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead, Adam. You were going to add something in there before I interrupted you.
I was, weren't I?
Yeah.
No, I was just being flippant. It's only an ad hom if you do it without citation at the beginning of the debate with a baller. But by the middle of the debate, or if you've got citation, it's generally just a fair appraisal.
There you go, Betty.
Appraisal?
As long as you're not doing it in response to a question you've been asked and you're just saying you're actually a bit of a numpty, and halfway through the debate you've probably got enough evidence to support that as an appraisal as opposed to just some random statement. I said, unless you enter the debate with previous citation from what they've said before. I think when I hear Nathan say it,
numpty dipshits during the whole...
Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm not done yet. So the number of numpty dipshits and the moronic whatever and stuff, it doesn't sort of stand in relation to the arguments that these people state.
I'm not saying it's a professional appraisal, more a colourful appraisal, but it's still grounded in being an appraisal of what's just occurred as opposed to just a random statement as a response to a question.
I know that a lot of guys like the whole numpty dipshit remarks, but I like more the arguments for why these people make these nonsensical arguments, right? I like more the rebuttals than to hear the ad homs. For me,
they're not ad homs.
I know.
It's not an ad hom.
It is. It feels for me.
If you've got somebody in a debate to the point that you can shout, it's like shouting shenanigans. You can't just shout shenanigans. You've got to have good evidence for shenanigans. And I say, if you start shouting you numpty dipshit at the beginning of a debate with nothing, it's invalid. You know you can get to a point in a debate with someone where you know you can call them a numpty dipshit, and they'll bite on that, and that gives you a good time then to go through and validate, based on what they've just said, why they're a numpty dipshit.
So you have made an argument, Adam, that I sort of debunked and is moronic, right? So I call you a moron, and then with every sentence you ever say after, I say moron, moron, moron.
That's not what I do.
And that's sort of, that feels like overkill to me. Sorry.
That's just Tourette's.
Then there you go. We have another diagnosis of QE.
Now, he's not talking about anyone particular.
Numpty Tourette's.
He's not talking about anyone particular there. Nancy.
You are. Nancy. Yeah, and my last name is Sally. Too funny.
So you gotta talk the talk. Now you have to walk the walk.
I walk the walk. I talk like a duck and I waggle like a duck. Guess what that makes me?
A numpty duck shit.
A witch! A witch! Burner!
Burner at the stakes. Oh, I'm so glad there's lots of ocean between us.
That was a true giggle though from numpty duck shit.
Well, I do have a sense of humor though.
Yeah, you do.
Unlike people, by the way.
Yep, Adam.
Too fun.
Nah, Adam's. I can't think of who doesn't have a good sense of humor in the flat Earth community. Anyone?
We all need to, right? You need to.
I can't think of anyone that doesn't have a good sense of humor unless you can shout one out.
Nathan.
Nathan's got a pretty good darn sense of humor.
Nathan is ace, right? And don't anybody forget it.
Okay, what do we got? So Adam's not here for Ballbusters on Saturday. We're gonna say again.
Who's there?
It'll be me, Nathan, and you and Chocolate.
So what's the topic next Saturday?
The same topic it's been on for the past 3 months. Gas pressure.
I think it's a lot of vacuum.
Why you've got to go, Betty. You've got to make sure that topic doesn't get discussed again.
I'm keeping making these fucking these
Damn.
thumbnails because that's aggravating me, right? Episode this, episode it never gets discussed in a way that I need to be, right?
I never get to the presentation, so Betty's complaining about she does the thumbnail, so she has to change the episode on the thumbnail and gives me the 10th degree on it, man. Like, it's really bad. I even hate saying it to her.
Who needs the show, right?
It's so glass half full. You're going to do the every week, every fortnight anyway, right? So you just now think, well, maybe in 6 months when we finally allow him to do the presentation without distraction, you've got a week off that week. The thumbnail's already done.
No, sweetheart, it has a episode number on it.
Okay, what? See?
So that changes.
Two or three characters work. That's like an easy...
Oh, that's enough. That's enough to get Betty going. I won't hear the end of it.
I want some originals, right? I want to make something else instead of just the same in another episode.
Betty, I have every intention of doing that presentation. We just goes off into another direction. I haven't.
Are you the leader of the pack?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, but I like
so much.
I like if it's something interesting and I think everyone will benefit from it. I don't stop. I'm not going to be rude and stop it in midstream. And
you do when I say something in a different direction.
Of course.
Why is that?
You're Betty.
I'm going to strangle you.
Yeah. So I don't want to be rude. You know what? I haven't considered this as a purposeful thing yet until Adam said something.
About what?
That there may be purpose behind this just to drive me up a wall. What's that you said, Adam?
They're just the paranoid voices in your head.
Yeah, right. It wasn't paranoid voices until you said it. Until we let him do the presentation. It was something in that vein.
Yeah.
So Adam, you basically get him on purpose off track, huh?
I'm very considered with my language, Betty.
Oh, you're sort of neuro-linguistic doing something, huh? You're doing
Very
some
considered
programming.
with my language.
Ah, okay, it works.
You think they Jedi mind tricked me out of not doing the presentation?
Oh, yes, they neuro-linguistic program you, and then you are off topic.
Hello.
Hey, you, where are you?
What the heck is going on? Why am I not getting notified of these appearances?
Because we're always here on the same Tuesdays.
Hey, here comes my white knight to distract. Well done, Neil.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday?
It's today Tuesday.
I'm thinking you need a calendar, Neil.
Nothing like indicting your own self there, Neil. Thank you. May I have another?
Calendar, a clock. or a wife to basically get you here.
Betty, you're talking to a person that knows his birthday via Super Bowls played.
My God.
Super Bowls play. When was that? Who was
XB Black Ice out there in chat. Remind me the oceanfront property in Kansas. OMG. Yeah, what should I have done with that, Betty?
Remind me the oceanfront property.
Yeah.
Well, the America is going to be split up soon.
Not that. Betty, you're saying, so what? I probably had some expletives and some descriptive artistic license after that numpty dipshit.
Oh, dipshit.
Yeah, after that numpty dipshit more or less said that the western border of Kansas was at sea level. What do you want? What do you expect from me?
Well, he might be right.
Oh God.
I mean, if America's going to split in half right at the Mississippi, then it's lowland.
Mississippi.
There will be an ocean there.
Well, you forgot to do what I told you to do whenever you say Mississippi.
MSSI.
Yeah, MISSISSIPPI.
Nice.
Yeah,
You don't say it like that. MISSISSIPPI.
I like that too.
Now back to the topic. Now, not what it's going to do, but when he said more or less that now currently that the western border of Kansas is more or less sea level, do you expect me to be like more measured and refined in my comeback to that statement?
I don't know in what context he made that remark.
Just a blithering friggin' boneheaded idiot context.
I mean, we have in Holland also things below sea level. How about that?
Betty, that idiot red herring fallacy you just brought up has nothing to do with my point.
That's why I'm saying I need context.
I gave you the context. He's a moron.
So now we have the ad homs first, and then the argument.
No.
There must be a fallacy in there somewhere.
You are absolutely
The wrong
impossible.
fallacy.
You are absolutely impossible to deal with. Got that out first.
The follow-up fallacy.
Yeah. Go ahead, define that.
Yeah, you call first someone a moron, then the argument comes, but it's a fallacy on its own.
That's not a fallacy.
Yeah, it's a fallacy.
According to Betty.
I think he then went appeal to format fallacy when dealing with you, Betty. You're impossible to deal with.
Fallacy. So you first call someone moron, right? Because you should call that an ad hom or whatever. But the argument was not stated. So the argument comes behind, and that's the behind fallacy.
Behind fallacy. She's just making shit up now, Adam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there must be more fallacies to be thought up.
That's the ass end fallacy.
Ass end. Grab ass. So,
No.
I mean,
no.
If Kansas is on ocean ground level, what's the point? What's the? I mean, wasn't there a big flat plane there somewhere?
He was trying to. It's just the idiot point that was directionless. He was trying to say, I don't think I can remember the exact question, but he was looking. I don't know how he did this because you can't see Denver from the border of Kansas, or western border. But he was trying to state something to the effect that how would you calculate how much you would be able to see of Denver? Then he confused it with between Denver and the mountains behind Denver and their different elevations. It was just a cluster gaggle of nonsensical bullshittery.
Okay, but maybe the argument that Kansas is on ocean level could be true.
No, there was no argument, so there's nothing to be true or false. It was just. Go ahead, Adam.
That moot point may be relevant. So I just thought, height above sea level, Kansas. The elevation in Kansas rises gradually from east to west. lowest point at 679 feet above sea level. So that statement, whether how relevant it is kind of false because the lowest is 679.
Thanks for that, Adam. Like it didn't. It doesn't matter.
I did say it was moot.
Well,
mute.
It was mute. Yeah, that's why I didn't understand it. Well, what if Kansas was a big depression and it would be low sea level? It's still nonsense.
Then it would be mute. Yeah.
Oh boy, we're going down the tubes quick here. We might have to call shop for today.
Already?
All the 500 people in there.
I just freaking got here. I think you're planning this shit.
What?
I just got here. You're closing up shop?
No, Neil, it's fine. You're early. It's only Monday.
And I'm 57 because there was 57 Super Bowls played.
So, Neil, when you were moving backwards in time?
What?
In other words, are you back from the future?
Hold up, Neil, you 57?
I'm 57. How many Super Bowls have played?
Oh,
I don't know, but I'm 57. So that's what's up, man. Yeah, I just made 57 December. I don't know. I thought it was so the past one that Kansas City won was the 57th?
That's correct. That's correct.
Ooh, damn, time flies.
So that's your chronological age. What's your emotional age?
Now, here's what. Listen to this. When was the first Super Bowl played? 1966, right? I was born in 65, so how was this possible?
Jeez, how in the world did we ever get on this?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the first one was in 1968.
And Neil, when you were born, were you 0 or 1?
So we should only be Super Bowl 54.
Heroes. When you were born, were you 0 when you were born or 1?
Was I 0? Well, I was 1 swimming around my father's scrotum. Then I became 2.
Oh,
Then I became 2.
Yeah.
Then I became 2 seconds on conception, and then that's when it started growing from there. Yeah, I would say seconds. Well, how long it took me to get to the egg? I guess you can put that time. That's how old I was at that time. But I was 0 in my father. I was 0 time old.
Jeez.
If I'm 12 hours, is that a day? Can I celebrate a birthday of 1 day if I've lived 12 hours? I'm
Like
0
that
days.
sunset. Yeah, I would say sunset, sunrise, so-called sunrise to sunset. Yeah, you could be. Yeah,
You can get
I guess
biblical on that. Yeah.
You can get biblical on that. Dave Scott out in chat said, "When you're born, you're 9 months old."
But I said, and I don't like that birthday. I agree with you. Right. Oh, anniversary. He's not born.
Goddamn pro-lifers.
That's my point, Neil.
I know, and I like it.
So he takes over.
So he took it over.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. When you're born, you're 9 months old. Yeah.
And you're the winner of a big race.
What if you're a preemie?
You're the first one that reached the end.
Then you're only 6. You're only 6 months old.
So whatever time you were born, that's all. Okay.
Exactly. And that's why I always say happy born day to people, because you didn't give birth.
Now we're getting a little too pedantic.
Yeah, but you were there.
I like to get like that.
Maybe you should change your name into pedantic guy.
Hey, we're gonna wrap it up because it's slowly going downhill. It was a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of fun.
You can't wrap this up.
Yeah, I
until
can.
Neil explains.
Explains what?
Life number is the same as the number of Super Bowls. The year afterwards.
Listen, Adam, I had guys go crazy over this in prison, but I mean, it doesn't take that much to get them crazy. I finally had to say, asshole, I was born in 65. The first Super Bowl was 66th of January. So when May came, I was already 2.
Is that an insult?
Wow.
Also, is that?
Yeah, but I had them going crazy. They were like, yeah, how can this be? How can you be this age if the first Super Bowl was 1966 and he was born in 1965?
I think we got it the first time, Neil. Thanks.
All right, maybe a third time.
Only if you're Anthony Riley or Brian.
So he calls them a-holes, right? Is that an insult or an add-on?
Both.
Both. All right.
It depends on timing.
On timing? When the argument comes first. Huh?
But the argument could come after.
Ah. Oh, you can call them
But it has to come. It has to come immediately after it.
Okay.
Shut up,
Well, just
Neil.
Call me Captain Adhom. Call me Captain Adhom.
I
That's
just
all I do.
When May came, I was 1, not 2. So
Betty, mute him.
Okay. Before we close out, can Betty just say it one more time? Stupid. One more time.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Where's Adam? He bailed on us.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
There he is.
Did he take offense into what somebody said? Adam's not usually like that.
I think he was.
Maybe he's a little bit sensitive today.
Maybe the chicken didn't go well. Shredded chicken can't be good. Adam, can you hear us?
Nope.
You might have hearing issues.
Yeah, he might have some problems. Betty, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah, because you have some arrows to flash.
I do. I do. So, yeah. So anything else, Betty? I'd put you on mute right there. But anything else?
Did you put me on mute?
I did for a second, and I said, let me be unrude and ask you if you want.
Wait. Don't end the show, please.
I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna get muted here in 1 second.
No, I'm not. I promise you.
All right.
I just want to, because I'm not here at BALLBUSTERS, so I just want to say, because it is my wedding anniversary. So I just want to say, Marie, I love you, honey. Been fantastic so far, and here's to many more.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Congrats. Yes. Yeah.
Can I close out now?
Yeah, I'm done.
Have much fun in Italy.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's going to be about it for today. We covered some good topics. You never know what's going to happen on these shows. I'm thinking Adam's not going to be here for BALLBUSTERS on Saturday. I don't want to cancel BALLBUSTERS this weekend because I got a competition the next Saturday, so I don't want to take 2 weeks off. So we're just going to have to roll on through without Adam. I know that's going to break everyone's heart, but we got to do what we got to do. We'll try to get to the presentation here on Saturday about gas pressure. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll play it by ear. And I appreciate all the super chats, guys. Yeah, it's going to purchase me some arrows. No doubt about it. I need as many as I can nowadays. But I'll catch you on Saturday. BALLBUSTERS, gas pressure, hopefully. And remember, I'll be back.